Welcome to this project demo video, which is first in a series of videos highlighting important skills you need to master for programming projects on AWS. We'll start with the basics. In this video, we will be covering the AWS sign-up process for this course. For the AWS sign-up process, you will need a valid US credit card. This is to keep on file with AWS. Students on the course will not be charged for usage during the course duration in normal cases. You also need a telephone number that you have access to during the sign-in process, and you'll also need an email address that's not already associated with Amazon or AWS. If you already have an existing AWS account, please do not use it for the purposes of this course. I would suggest using your CMU email address to sign up to AWS if you've not already used it, or create a new email address for the purposes of this course. If you do create a new email address, make sure you have it forwarded to an email address that you are checking regularly. Alright, so let's get started. First, point your browser to aws.amazon.com. This is going to be the main website for all of the AWS services that we'll be using in this course. You can go ahead and click on the Sign Up button. And that should take you to the Sign Up page. Here you'd want to type in an email address, and you want to say that you are a new user. So go in and type in my email address and say that I'm a new user. You'll also be asked to type your name, and you'll also be asked to confirm your email address. You'll also be asked to use a password, and I will strongly encourage that you use a strong password, one that's not easy to guess or one that's not easy to brute force into. Once you've fixed everything, click continue. And then they're going to ask you for your contact information, so make sure you fill this out completely, and then once you've done that, you need to click on create account and continue. On the next page, you'll be asked to enter your payment information. So you'd be asked to select a credit card type and enter your card number and name and expiration. Once again, I'd like to reaffirm that you're entering your credit card information so that AWS can have a credit card on file. For the purposes of this course, any expenses that you aggregate on your account will be covered by the course and by CMU up to an extent. So you will be responsible for any excessive charges. Okay, once you've entered your information, you'll be led to this next screen, which is known as the identity verification screen. Over here, you'd be required to provide a working telephone number, which Amazon will in fact call you instantly to make sure that this is in fact a valid phone number that you possess. So for the purposes of this demo, I'm just going to enter my information and click on the Call Me Now button. You'll be required to enter the PIN number in. So finally, once the call goes through, the identity verification process is complete, and then you can continue. Now, it's extremely important to note that in this course, you will be using the basic or free support plan. We do not support students using any other kind of support plan for the purposes of this course. So make sure that you have checked the free basic support plan and click on continue. If you ever have any issues with your AWS account, make sure you contact the course instructors and the course staff or your TAs first before submitting an AWS support request. If it's something that we can resolve before you contact AWS, that would be better than reaching out to AWS support. And now finally, you should be able to see this final screen, which tells us, okay, thank you for setting up the AWS web account. Okay, now that your sign up process is complete, we are going to retrieve the account number for purposes of consolidated billing. So go back to aws.amazon.com and then click on My Account. Once you're here, you need to enter the password that you used to create the account. And now, once you're here, you should be able to see your account ID and account name. So make a note of this account ID as well as your account name and follow the instructions after the video